Well, you lucky people. I'm only down to D, but the tape is about finished. Yeah, the tape is about finished. But I got news for you. It's 5 a.m. And about 3 a.m., kind of tired, your old man fell out of bed. Mama's been cleaning the room. There wasn't any rug on the floor. So he fell out of bed on his head. And when he got up, boy, he had a pain in his sixth cervical vertebra. And I think he sprained it. Maybe he broke it. But you got a sick host from here on in. Well, he ain't so sick, really, and the show must go on, so that's that. Oh, I guess I ought to tell you the preparation Mama is making for the Thanksgiving dinner. Because of my naturally gregarious inclinations, I invited Tom, Dick, Harry, in other words, most of my relatives, none of whom are named Tom, Dick, and Harry, but all of them are pretty old. Uncle Martin and Uncle Gay over 90, Aunt Belle, crowding 85 if she hasn't passed it. My lawyer, Arthur Moritz, and his wife, well, Arthur's at least 75. But to lighten the scene will be my firstborn daughter, Anne. I think Anne is about 30, 31, 32, I don't know. And my very cute little grandchild, Tommy. So, maybe it won't be too bad. Seems to figure that we'll have 19 guests. Now, 19 guests shouldn't be too much. A few of them help out. We don't have any servants anymore in this class of society. So, it has to be a kind of a self-service Thanksgiving. So, in order to rearrange the dining room and living room complex, Mama spent all evening making a scale drawing of the setup and cutting out little pieces of cardboard for the chairs, the sofa, the table, and whatnot. Doesn't seem to me that 19 is too many. This is a great big living room, a small dining room connecting, and 19 people should be able to eat there with a fair amount of elbow room, but Mama is worried about it, so she went ahead with her scale drawing. What conclusion she's come to, I don't know, but I think some of my bookcases and room dividers are going to have to come down for the occasion. I don't mind. I'm not sensitive about it. I'm not too particularly proud of my bookcases, room dividers, and other furniture. After all, I'm not a cabinet maker. I'm just a very amateur mechanic with much more enthusiasm than skill. So if the damn things have to come down and go in the cellar, I won't cry my eyes out. Well, old man Insomnia is still with us. It is 4 o'clock, Monday the 22nd of November, and I'm 67 years old. That's not too important. It's just 2 years ago that they shot Kennedy, and everybody's kind of sad about that. I'm kind of sad about it myself. I think he would have made a very good president. I think that his election was ridiculous in that Nixon ran him a close second, and it shouldn't have been so. Kennedy should have had a walk-away on it. But after all, that's none of my business. I'm still on call at the hospital. I can still get yanked out. And even if I don't get yanked out, I gotta be there at 7 to set up for a big schedule. And this birthday schedule of mine is a little bit interesting in that my youngest son, Jimmy, is coming up to have his ear fixed. Well, have his ear fixed is a little strong. Our chief of otolaryngology, ear material, actually ear laryngeal material, says that the child has water on the ear, and he's going to do a myringotomy. That's punctured the eardrum. This is a great, big, complicated procedure taking all of 30 seconds. I was going to give the anesthesia myself, as I did years ago when some of my children broke their wrists or their ankles. But I find that in a Catholic hospital you can't do that. So I shall leave the anesthesia to my very competent chief, Dr. Rocco Mazzio, and I'm not the least bit worried, and neither is Jimmy. For the occasion, he's got a new pair of pajamas, a new bathrobe, and new slippers, which they will promptly take away from him as soon as he goes on a pediatric ward, and put him in a sleazy hospital nightgown, and he's going to be pretty sore about it. But the rest of the schedule is pretty complicated, and I probably won't have time even to watch Dr. Petty open Jimmy's ear. Not that you can see much when they open an ear, but yeah, I'd like to be around, but I don't think I will be. And so I'm going to stop quoting Pepys or Peps. I'm just going to say to myself, shut up.